Raiden, I have something important to talk with you about. Do you have some time to text with me?
What? Oh, hi, Lily. This is your first time texting me in over 3 days now, and you have something important to tell me? Finally? Hopefully it's something about where you ran off to, and why you did all that in the first place, leave me worried about where you are and how you're doing. And if it's something else that you think is important, why don't you come back home and tell me to my face? We should be able to talk to one another in person about things, considering you and I are married. Especially after you just left me here.
Being married and having to talk in person takes a lot of time. Especially after I've been away from you for a little bit now and haven't said a word. And what I have to talk with you about, I don't want taking a lot of time away. That's why I'm talking with you right now over text.
What are you talking about, Lily? Can't you just come home to me already? I've really been worried sick about you, and I'm afraid of what might be happening.
Listen, Raiden, I am pregnant with my boyfriend's kid.
What? Your boyfriend's kid?
I've been dating another man. And since he and I have been doing so well with one another, he got me pregnant. I wanted to tell you this sooner, but I was too afraid to at the time, so I ran to his place and have been staying there in his comfort. That's why I'm only getting back to you now, and wanted to tell you this. I'm going to go be with him now. So, let's get this divorce over with.
I was wondering what you'd have to say and why you'd been gone, but if this is the thing you have to talk with me about, then we should be doing it face to face instead of over the phone. I understand to you that it will be a bit scary, but it's something we need to do as husband and wife. So, will you please come home now?
Jesus, why are you always like that all the time? You want to make a bigger deal out of all of this, right?
You told me that this was important, and seeing that what you have to say is very much important, we need to get together and talk. We're a family, and as such, this event is now a family matter.
I hate the fact that you're so weak, Raiden.
How does this make me weak?
It just does. Look at what you're wanting to do now. You're wanting to take something that you can't handle alone and drag all kinds of random people into it, all so that they can help you deal with me, right?
I was only planning to have those that should know about what's happened here be a part of the conversation. They all deserve to know about what's happened between us here.
Well, I'm saying that a weak loser like you can't do anything by himself and has to have others around to help you. We're getting a divorce. No matter how many people you try and get to help you, they won't stop this. I've already made up my mind, and the choice I've made is to have this baby with their father and live a happy life there. We're going to have this divorce, and then I'll make sure to get as much settlement money out of you as possible.
Settlement money?
Be ready for that.
Hey, Kurt, I'm sorry to be asking you this out of nowhere. What is it? Something to do with work? I'd like you to have a look into the man that Lily has been cheating on me with. I know that this will be a surprise for you and all, but we can talk about all of the smaller details later. What? Lily? You mean your wife, Lily? She's been cheating on you with someone. How could she do that to you? That's what it looks like to me. And I'm not sure, Kurt. Before I had a feeling that she was with someone, but yesterday she just came out and said that she has been, to me. She even told me about how she's now pregnant with her boyfriend's kid. And, I'm just not sure how to handle all of that yet. I'm sure in a few days all the emotions will really slap me in the face, so before then, I'd like your help. Are you kidding me? But so far, these are all the things that she said to me. I'd like to divorce her right now, but I'm going to need some solid evidence of her cheating on me before I make that move. And I have to have the address and name of the man she's been with in order to get that settlement from him too. But that's a tough job in and of itself. Well, I see. Well, that all makes sense to me. So, now that you're aware of all that, I'd like you to look into them for me. I need whatever evidence you can get of that man and my wife, so that the divorce can go a lot easier for me, and I won't be getting the short end of the stick. Alright then, I'll come up with something for you. It may take me a little time though, so hopefully you're not in too much of a rush. I have some time on my hands at the moment. Alright, good. As for today, before you head home, would you mind stopping by the office to come see me? I'd like to introduce you to a very good divorce lawyer I know. He's been a good friend of mine, and I'm sure he'll make good work of that divorce for you. That would help me out a bunch. Once I'm finished with work, I'll send you a text letting you know that I'm on my way over. See you later, Chris, and thank you. As a deposit for your help, I'll make sure to get you a case of beer or something this week. Alright, that would be awesome. I'll see you later today then.
Hey, Raiden. Have you still not gotten around to divorcing me? I made sure to leave that divorce paperwork with you before I left, right? I already went and got all my things from your place while you've been at work. I will not be seeing you again, so just finish the divorce for me already. I just need you to sign those papers and take them to the courthouse. I would like to be married to my boyfriend before the baby comes. You wouldn't want for me to ask for even more money in this settlement, right? For every week you take getting that paperwork handed in, I am raising the settlement by $100,000, all right? All you are is a simple office worker, so shouldn't you be taking care of business before you go into debt? I really think it's best that you hurry it up there. Raiden, you have to have noticed it's been a week now since the last time I spoke to you, right? Are you just trying to pick on me now or something? Well, that's just going to hurt you in the end. Since you've just been taking your time with the divorce, the settlement is now up to $200,000. I told you already, right? Every week you take getting that divorce figured out will be another $100,000 I ask for. If you don't give me this divorce, then I won't be able to marry my boyfriend. I'm sure that a man like you doesn't know this, but if a woman doesn't get married within 100 days of her divorce, she has no chance of getting married again. So if you don't hurry all of this up, then I'm going to have this baby and never get married in time. I want to have my wedding before my belly becomes too big as well, so come on now, hurry up! And just like that, you now owe me $300,000 in the settlement. Hey, you understand that, right? You have now wasted another week messing around and I'll be getting another $100,000. Well, at least for me, I'll be getting more and more money every week you waste over there. I guess I'm pretty lucky here. But there has to be a limit to how long you're going to take here. I want to be married to my boyfriend before giving birth to this baby. Stop making me tell you this. Hurry up and hand in that paperwork to the courthouse.
Willie?
What? So you've finally gone and handed in that paperwork, right? That's what you're going to tell me?
Nope, I still haven't handed that in yet.
Huh?
You have been wanting for the both of us to get a divorce. And so, before I can make that happen, I needed to gather some evidence.
Gather some evidence?
You happen to know that my friend Kurt works as a detective, right?
Ah, there was a friend like that.
I didn't want to hand in the divorce paperwork and let you run off with all my things. Hence why I haven't gotten around to handing anything in yet.
Run off with all your things?
I want to make sure that I get my share of the settlement before letting you go.
Come on now, you thought I was going to do that to you? I just wanted this divorce to happen was all. But then you kept taking your time, which is why I started to raise the amount I'd be asking for. That was foolish of you to wait so long. So I'm not going to run away until I have the money you've made me wait for now. If anything, I'm not going to let you run away after this divorce either.
Do you have any idea what you're talking about right now? I can see you're still talking about that $300,000 and all.
Well, of course I am. I have a right to that money. Actually, I was hoping to get $400,000 with you, but you finally came around to talking. I guess that'll do. Consider the settlement to be $300,000, all right? You should be thankful that's all I'm asking you for. For $300,000, I will go ahead and divorce you.
What? You're really okay with paying me $300,000?
What?
I'm talking about the settlement. It's alright for me to get that much from you?
Huh? Are you trying to tell me that you're going to get that money from me?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, come on. Are you being serious?
I'm being very serious.
Oh man, you're going to make me pee myself. You're crazy.
What's so crazy about that?
Well, that's crazy because it sounds to me like you have no idea what you're talking about.
All I'm saying are things that actually make sense in this context.
But look at yourself right now. You're acting like you should be the one getting the settlement from me for some reason.
Tell me how that makes me the crazy one here.
Come on now. When it comes to the settlement, only women are allowed to get it. Which means you being a man, you have to pay me that money, right? I see now. So that's why you've been waiting 3 weeks now and have gotten the amount up to 300,000. You're flat out crazy. But it's not like I'm going to ask for anything less than that amount.
What have you been going on about, Lily? In the case of this settlement, the one who is unfaithful will have to pay the affected party the settlement.
What?
This is not about gender.
Huh? You're the one who has to pay, right?
I really have no clue where you got the misconception from or how badly you hit your head to think that was the way things worked. But maybe you should have a look on the internet or go and ask a lawyer about this. Well, actually, it seems you did get that kind of an idea from the internet. So, how about you go and talk with an actual divorce lawyer, and they'll set you straight. I'm assuming what you've been referring to is this one instance where a woman said that all females get the settlement in a divorce. But that was just some idiot online. And in all the comments, people went on and on and on about how she was so stupid for thinking such a thing.
What? No way.
Right. So really, you and the man you've been going out with will be paying me the settlement. Of course, something like 300,000 is way too high. But something like $70,000 from each of you will most likely happen.
That much?
I've already been talking to a pro about all this, so don't think I have anything wrong here. Have you, come to understand reality now?
No way. This can't be happening to me. That's not good for me.
What's not?
I thought that I'd be the one getting the money in this divorce. I've already gone and bought all kinds of high-end things. High-end baby clothes and high-end clothes for myself as I grow larger. A really nice stroller and a really nice cradle. Some new shoes and a new fancy purse. What am I going to do? The amount I owe on my credit card is insane. I won't have enough to pay it off.
So, this is what happens to those that get tricked by online sources.
What?
So you went and spent all that money you never had, and are now being asked to pay it with money you still don't have. You had always been terrible with my money while you were my wife, but I didn't think you'd get any worse.
Actually, things should be fine without the divorce, right? I'm not going to divorce you anymore. I'll make sure to break up with my boyfriend now. And I'll make sure to make you the father of this baby.
What? Do you have any idea what you're talking about, Lily?
Well, this would be amazing for you, right? You'll be able to raise and love my baby for me, and you won't have to say goodbye to me anymore. There is so much merit to all of this for you, right?
That's just loads of demerits, you idiot.
What?
What the hell is wrong with you? Acting all happy about making me have to raise your boyfriend's kid like that.
But it's also my kid, right?
No freaking way am I taking that kid.
Why not?
I have nothing against the child you'll have or anything, but I'm not going to be used by you in order to raise your kid while you go cheat on me.
I'm telling you that I won't divorce you anymore, Raiden.
And I want a divorce. Now.
What?
Well, after I found out that you've been cheating on me and got pregnant, every ounce of love that I had for you is gone. And that love is never coming back again.
No. Then what am I going to do? I don't have tens of thousands of dollars, Raiden.
How about you start by running off to and crying to your parents?
What?
I've already told them about everything that's happened.
What?
We already made a promise that if you're not going to be able to pay me, they would in your place. Of course, they're going to get all that money back from you at some point in the future.
Wait,
That's all I have to say to you now. Later on, my lawyer will be going to meet you, so at that time, you may talk with them about anything else you have to say.
Wait a second.
I'm going now.
Raiden? I just had my baby. And so I'm wanting to ask you for child support now. Actually, my boyfriend ended up making a new girlfriend and ran off with her. So, Raiden? Huh? You're not reading any of these.
For starters, that child that my ex ended up giving birth to was never mine, so I didn't have to give her any child support or anything like that. Yet she continued to message me about the child support she just assumed I'd have to pay her, showing that she hadn't looked up anything about this beforehand. What a joke, that woman. I just went ahead and blocked her number after seeing all that, and then went and blocked her on all my social media platforms. I've moved out of town now, so I'm not too worried about her coming to talk to me in person. But just to be safe, I told my lawyer to get me a restraining order on her. I'm still working the same job that I had, but my boss is willing to let me do it remotely from here, as long as I at least make it to the office once a month for meetings. A little while later, I got an official apology from her parents with the settlement, and they told me that they sent her far away to her aunt, who lives far away from the state. She's being forced to work now out there, and all of the money she'll make will go back to her parents in order to pay them back. I've been told as well that the aunt she is living with is a very strict woman, and will make sure that she doesn't stop working every day until that money is paid. And she is no longer considered a major embarrassment to their family. And as for that kid, her parents are taking care of it right now. Originally, they had wanted to put it into a foster home of some sort, but after realizing the kid didn't deserve a life like that, they took him in their home and said they'd raised the little guy until Lily was back. When that day comes, and Lily has been changed into a proper woman again, that is useful in some way to the world again, she'll get her kid back and be forced to live on her own. A lot of things have happened to the both of us, but from here on out, we'll have nothing to do with one another. I've made sure to thank all those people that have helped me through this long divorce process, and have also made sure that I don't think of myself as weak for getting help during times like this. I'm going to do what I can to start a new life as a now recently divorced bachelor.
Hey, Maria. On what day of next month is your expected day of delivery again?
Oh, hi, Bruno. It's on the 15th of next month.
Which means that even though there's a few days of uncertainty, it's about 3 weeks from now, right?
Judging by the fact that you're asking me this right now, can I take it to mean that you're going to take that paternity leave I was asking you to take earlier on?
Well, yeah. I have a right to paternity leave at my company, so I'm currently in the process of asking for one. Why wouldn't I take a leave from work if they're letting me take one?
That's good to hear. If that's the case, I can give birth to the baby without having to worry about anything else.
Huh? What are you talking about? I don't know what kind of misunderstanding you're making, but it's not like I'm taking a leave for your sake, alright?
Huh? Oh, I get it. You're taking a leave to take care of our baby, right?
Nope. I'm not taking a leave for the baby either.
What? Why are you going to take a leave then?
Why do I have to use a vacation I have a right to for the sake of other people? I mean, I haven't had a 2-month vacation ever since I graduated college. Why would I waste it on something like that?
What do you mean, other people? We're your wife and child. And besides, paternity leave is supposed to be used to help your wife take care of the baby, right? That's what it's meant for. It's not some sort of free vacation your company is giving you, so don't misuse it, all right?
Huh? I don't care about all that stuff. The company just says stuff like that for appearances. It's not like they watch what I'm doing outside of the office.
It's not for appearances. They're giving you a leave so you can help me take care of the baby.
I thought you would say something like that. You're too uptight, Maria. You see, I'm gonna divorce you, so there's no need for me to use my paternity leave on you and the baby. We'll be strangers by then.
What? You're divorcing me?
Yeah. The reason I took a leave is so that me and my girlfriend can go on a vacation.
Your girlfriend?
Yep. It's gonna be kind of our pre-marriage trip. I mean, I wouldn't be able to take a leave of 1 or 2 months if it wasn't for this paternity leave or whatever. I didn't divorce you until now, so I could take this paternity leave. I kind of have you to thank for making our vacation possible.
Hold on. What in the world are you talking about right now? You're going to divorce me and you're going to go on a pre-marriage trip with your girlfriend? Does this mean that you just admitted to me that you were cheating?
Well, yeah, I guess it does mean that. I'm gonna get married with my girlfriend, you see. I don't think I need to tell you this, but she's gonna move into this house once we get married. I don't need this child that you're gonna give birth to. I'm gonna divorce you anyways. So don't come home no matter what, even after you've given birth.
Since when have you been seeing this girlfriend of yours?
We've been going out for about half a year now.
Huh? Isn't that about the same time we found out that I was pregnant?
Yeah, it is. I mean, ever since you became pregnant, you've been ignoring me for some reason, so I decided to find another woman.
Of course I couldn't spend as much time on you. I was pregnant. And besides, that's not an excuse to cheat on me.
Shut up. Don't tell me what to do. I mean, I also don't like how you're using being pregnant as an excuse to stop caring about your body. It's kind of turned me off, you know?
You're sick, Bruno. To think that you would say something like that to a pregnant woman.
What? Don't start acting all sensitive on me. It just makes you look more pathetic than you already are.
I've heard of husbands that cheat on their wives while they're pregnant, but never did I think that you would be one of them. Not only that, but you're using your paternity leave to go on a vacation with your girlfriend? You're a failure as a man, as a husband, as a father. And most importantly, you're a failure of a human. You disgust me, Bruno.
What did you just say to me? So what if I lost interest in you?
We'll talk about getting divorced after I give birth to this baby. I'm not going to let you off lightly for cheating on me like this, you know, so you better prepare yourself.
Huh? Take back what you said to me right now! This is your fault because you suddenly started ignoring me, you know? I knew it was only gonna get worse when you actually gave birth to the baby. Which is why I gave up on you. I'm not about to be treated like some sort of walking ATM.
I'm not going to take back what I said to you. Goodbye.
Get back here, Maria! I still have some things I want to say!
Good morning, sister. Can you talk right now? Hi, Maria. Good morning. It's less than 1 month until you're supposed to give birth to the baby now, right? How are you feeling? Yeah, I'm fine, I guess. There's nothing wrong with my body, but I think I have a problem with my husband. What? Bruno? Did something happen between you two? Yeah, you could say that. You see, he's been cheating on me for the past 6 months. What? Yeah, he told me about it himself yesterday. Not only that, but he says he's going to divorce me and has zero intention of helping me take care of the baby. Yet he still applied for paternity leave at his company. Huh? Apparently he's going to use the paternity leave to go on an onsen vacation with this girlfriend of his. What? That's so messed up. Tell me about it. But it hasn't even been 24 hours since I found out about it myself, so I don't even know who he's cheating on me with yet. Oh, so that's why you contacted me. You want me to ask my husband's friend, who works at the same company as your husband, to do some investigation for you, right? Yeah, I'm really sorry I have to ask this favor of you, but I'm about to give birth and I can't really take any bold actions myself. Please, I need your husband's help for this. All right, I'll tell him about the situation. Oh, that reminds me. During your conversation when he told you that he was cheating on you, did he give you any hints as to who it might be? No, I don't have any clue as to who it might be yet. Why don't I just send you screenshots of the conversation we had by text yesterday? To be honest, that's really all the information I have right now. Okay, just send it to me then. Understood. I know this is probably going to be a hassle for you guys, but I'm counting on it. Yep, you can count on us. Oh, and Maria? What? Don't forget that I'm on your side no matter what, all right? You don't need to keep it all to yourself. You can always tell me if something's troubling you, all right? Yep, thanks, Tosca. I don't know what I would have done without you. Hi, Maria. Congratulations on giving birth to the baby. Thanks, Tosca. He was born 2 days ago, right? I heard that it was a bit earlier than expected, but did everything go all right? Yep, it was all good in the end. It was a bit difficult, but the two of us are completely healthy. Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. I was a bit worried about you since I thought that you might be stressed about the incident with your husband. Sorry for worrying you. That reminds me, how's the investigation on your side going? We've been gathering evidence little by little. We've already told his company about how he plans on using his paid paternity leave to go on a vacation instead of taking care of his baby. Is that so? Thanks again for agreeing to help me. That's not all, though. About the woman your husband has been seeing these past few months. She's a part-time worker at your husband's company. And not only that, but this is going to be a bit of a long story, so I'll call you on the phone. You just gave birth as well, so staring at a screen for long periods of time and typing is probably going to tire you out, right? Yeah, I think it would be better if you told me about it on the phone instead. All right. I'll call you from the landline in our house. All right, I'll be waiting.
Hey, Maria! Why didn't you tell me that you've already given birth? It's a huge hassle, but I need you to tell the company about it for the paternity leave, you know? Just because we're gonna get divorced soon doesn't mean you cannot just tell me about stuff like this anymore. It's gonna be inconvenient for me. Well, I guess I'll thank you for giving birth before me and my girlfriend go on our pre-marriage trip. You see, I didn't want to be reminded about you while we're on our vacation.
Oh, so you think that you're still going to be able to go on this vacation of yours despite the situation you're in?
Huh? What in the world are you talking about? What do you mean the situation I'm in? I mean, things are going well between me and my girlfriend, so I don't see any reason why we wouldn't go on our vacation.
Is that so? Things are going well, huh?
Huh? What's with that response? Are you jealous or something?
But I'm currently with your girlfriend right now, and according to her, things aren't going as good as you think they are.
Huh? What do you mean you're currently with my girlfriend?
Her name is Emma, right? She's 20 years old and goes to a junior college. She also works part-time at your office.
What? How'd you know about that?
Like I already told you, she's right next to me because she came to our house today. I also asked one of my sister's husband's friends who works at your office to do some investigation.
Huh? Why is she at your house?
She came to give me an apology.
An apology?
Yes. Bruno, apparently you've been going out with her while keeping the fact that you're already married a secret? You see, when you suddenly told Emma that you two should go on a 1-month onsen vacation, she became a bit confused and found it strange that a full-time employee at a company would be able to take a leave for that long. Besides, it's currently in the middle of a semester for Emma at her junior college, so she can't just go on a 1-month vacation. She needed to focus on her studies, you see. On top of all that, you suddenly told her that you had prepared a new house for the two of you to live in once you got married. And that's when she finally lost it and panicked. Unable to follow your crazy fancies. That's when she was called to the meeting room by her boss yesterday. She says that she was asked whether she's been going out with you knowing that he was already married or not.
She was called on by her manager?
Yes. This means that an investigation of you is currently underway at your office.
Stop lying! There's no way the company would mess in the private affairs of its employees. It's none of their business who I'm gonna go out with.
It's a problem of compliance. I mean, even your company has to do something about it when they find out that one of their employees has been going out with a part-time worker who's currently in college, lying to her about how he wasn't married.
What?
Not only that, but you were planning on taking advantage of the paternity leave your company was going to give you and use it to go on vacation instead, weren't you?
Huh? What do you mean, taking advantage? Like I already said, it's none of their business how I use my paid leave.
But actually it is their business. They gave you a paternity leave so that you can help me take care of our new baby. Not so you can go on vacation with your girlfriend or whatever. Not only did I already show them the conversation we had by text when you first told me about it, but they've already checked that you've bought tickets for a bullet train. On top of all that, Emma herself is a witness to what you were trying to do.
Seriously?
Oh, by the way, apparently Emma is the daughter of the CEO of one of your company's business partners.
What? She never told me about that.
Well, it looks like she had a secret of her own, although hers was a lot less evil than yours. She said herself that the reason she chose this part-time job was unrelated to her father being the CEO of this company's business partner. But Emma's father, the CEO, on the other hand, was furious when he heard about what you had done to his daughter. Apparently, he's telling your company that as long as there are employees like you who completely lack any sense of morality working for them, he isn't going to do business with them.
What? But doesn't that mean that I'm about to be fired?
Yes, probably. I think it would be best for you to think carefully about the situation you're currently in.
Does this mean that I'm screwed or something? Hey, what in the world is the meaning of this? What do you mean you're gonna make me pay an alimony on top of child support?
What is it, Bruno?
What? The fact that you're asking me to pay you all this stuff means that you intend on getting divorced from me, right?
Huh? Are you seriously saying that right now? You're the one who said you were going to divorce me, right?
But Emma broke up with me and I'm no longer seeing her. There's no reason to get divorced now, is there?
What are you talking about, Bruno? Not only did you betray your wife while she was pregnant, but you also tried to trick a college student who is barely an adult into marrying you. There's no way I'm having someone like that around my baby. You'd be a terrible influence. Getting divorced is the only option for me.
Yeah, but do you seriously want to get divorced with me? The husband is the pillar of the family, you know?
Don't make me laugh, Bruno. Aren't you currently unemployed? What do you mean, the pillar of the family? You don't want to get divorced with me because then you wouldn't be able to rely on my salary anymore, right?
No, that's not why I don't want to get divorced with you at all.
I mean, I do intend on getting back to work once my maternity leave is over. I did always earn more money than you, didn't I? Of course, there's no point in talking about this even, because not getting divorced is not an option. I don't trust you anymore, so I'm going to make you pay for the alimony and child support up front.
Damn it! But if you do that, not only will I lose all my savings, but I'll be riddled with debt. I don't want to get divorced with you, Maria.
Well, that was that, and I got divorced with Bruno immediately after I gave birth. The company I work at is kind to people who have to take care of their babies, so there hasn't really been any problems with my work so far. Of course, I received the alimony and child support money from Bruno as well, which is why I was able to go on with my life without having to worry too much about the future. A few weeks after this, Emma, the college student Bruno tricked into believing that he wasn't married, also made him pay her an alimony. The bank was literally not allowing Bruno to take on any more debt, and so his mother, who's an entrepreneur, paid for this one in his stead. In return for that, he was removed from the will and no longer has any right to his parents' money once they pass away. I can imagine that this must have been quite the blow for Bruno, who was always careless with money because he expected to receive a huge amount of cash once his parents passed away. An acquaintance of mine who passed him by on the street a few days ago said that he reeked of body odor. And all I could do was laugh dryly at the thought that he must be having such a tough time that he can't even take a shower.